What are the best ways to get traffic to your offers in 2025? Maybe you were doing something a while ago that's no longer working. You were getting clients, but now you're not getting clients anymore. It's because things change. You need to adapt to what is going to occur and continue to occur. If you don't know me, my name is Daniel Fazio. Just last month, we did $829,000 in revenue. And what I'm going to do is walk you through how exactly we're getting traffic and how you can emulate this yourself in your own business so that you can make substantially more money. If you get any value from this at all, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever. Let's get straight into this. All right, so here's all the ways to get traffic. And this is what I talked about in my previous video. I was talking about how a business is a manufacturing facility of profit, right? So you need traffic in order to get leads, and you need leads in order to get calls, and you need calls in order to get clients, and you need clients in order to get case studies. You see what I mean? So we're going to focus on this first section over here. How do you get traffic? What's the best way to get traffic? Because traffic costs money. It either costs capital as actual money you have to spend, or it costs time. So what exactly do you do when you are constrained on either of these? What if you don't have tens of thousands of dollars to spend or hundreds of hours to spend, and you need to get the maximum amount of traffic possible? So I'm going to break this down based off first showing you all of the different ways to get traffic, and then I'm going to break it down based on what you should do based on what type of business you are running. So let's walk through this real quick. So there's cold outreach, content marketing, and ads. And there is nothing else on the planet. That's it. This is literally it. This is all you can do. There's no other options, right? So in terms of cost via money, cold outreach is low. In terms of cost via time, cold outreach is high. In terms of speed, cold outreach is fast. In terms of compoundability, it's only linear. What that means is that if you stop doing it, it stops working. Very straightforward, right? Content marketing is a little different than that. It's low on money, it's high on time, it's very slow on speed, but it does compound. So it gets progressively better and better over time. And it will, in fact, actually continue working, even if you stop. Obviously, there will be some degradation, but it does continue to compound. Ads, high cost in terms of money, low cost in terms of time. It is very fast and it is linear. It will not compound. If you stop spending money in ads, it stops working. So let's break this down. Traffic versus business model. And we're going to delineate this between if you're an agency or a coaching/consulting business. I'll make the broad assumption here that everyone here is B2B, right? If you make less than $10K a month and you are an agency, you should be doing cold outreach. Why? Because it's low on money. And because you don't have a lot of clients, you probably have a lot of time. Therefore, this is the best option for you. You should be doing cold outreach. You don't have enough money to do anything else, and you don't have the time available to wait long for the content to be able to work. So you're an agency, you start getting to 10 to 30K a month, you should add content to this mix, but continue cold outreach. When you get to 30K a month, what you should do is just content and ads. Why? Because now you have actual expertise and case studies and things to talk about because you've worked with enough clients at this point. You're at 30K a month. You actually have stuff to talk about and actually know something. When you were making less than 10K a month, you didn't actually know anything or have anything to talk about. You see what I mean? And also, additionally, you have money now. You're at 30K a month. You need to run ads. And it's substantially less in cost in terms of time. You don't really have the time to be doing all of this simultaneously. These are the most scalable. It's content and ads, right? If you're running a coaching consulting business, you start with content all the way up to 30K a month, and then you add ads at 30K a month. Why am I saying for a coaching/consulting business that you shouldn't do any cold outreach? And the answer is that it doesn't work. So I'm going to talk about this in the next video I make, so you should subscribe so that you can see the next video. But the premise I'm going to be talking about is why coaching and consulting businesses don't really work with cold outreach. And the reason why is because you don't have a done-for-you component. You see what I mean? And that's the only way you get anybody to do anything on cold outreach is if the value proposition is high enough, i.e. done for you, that they actually respond to it. You see what I mean? So coaching and consulting offers, they should always go content and then ads later on. Agencies start with cold outreach. So let's go through this. Let's actually walk through each of these and some financial modeling behind it and some explanations of what exactly you should do in each of these mechanisms. So there's two ways to go about cold outreach. So the first is Dream 100 using service-based lead magnets. So what is a service-based lead magnet? It's, imagine, people say, like, use a lead magnet like a free resource. No one likes free resources from people who have zero authority. If you're making less than 10K a month, that's probably what you are. You have exactly zero authority. So what you need to do instead is offer free work, a free deliverable, because that inherently does have value because it's labor executed for the business. Now you're actually being valuable. Your little ebook is not valuable if you're not somebody who has accomplished anything. You see what I mean? This is just I'm just being real. I'm not trying to be like an asshole here. I'm like, you actually just aren't valuable if you haven't done anything. The only thing valuable about you is your ability to execute labor. Therefore, you should do free work or a service-based lead magnet. Let me walk you through this exactly. This is where you give a free deliverable to a prospect. Let's say, for instance, that you're an email marketing agency. What you would do is write a free email or a free email flow for a business. And then some percent of those people you gave a free deliverable for would be interested in having more of the deliverables, and you can sell them the deliverables after you have proven your ability to make a good deliverable in the first place. I hope that makes sense, because this absolutely cooks, and we have a shit ton of people in Client Ascension who get really good results doing this. We have a whole section about this Dream 100 strategy, like straight masterminded just on Dream 100. It works. It does work. And if you ignore this, you are wrong. You should do this because it actually makes money. Therefore, this is necessary because you have zero case studies or any form of expertise to pull upon. There is zero confidence in anybody that you can get results. There isn't even confidence in yourself. You have to prove yourself by just giving away stuff and converting a section of those people into paying clients down the line 3 to 6 weeks later. And here's a financial modeling sheet. By the way, this document and the links to these financial modeling sheets are in the description, so you should get that. So let's go over here with free work DMs. We'll walk through this real quick. Let's say it costs you some amount of money to fulfill a free piece of work. If you're a beginner, it's going to be your time. We were just equating like a dollar amount per your time, like what you get paid per hour. That's what this is right here. You just need to put some variable of execution. Now let's assume for every piece of free work, it costs you, let's say the free work costs you $100, right? Every piece of free work you give, say you value yourself at $50 an hour. It takes you 2 hours to do a free piece of work. That's what this means, right? Let's say 35% of the people you do a free piece of work for actually book a meeting. And let's say 20% of those people who get on a call with you actually end up closing. Let's say your offer is $3,000 per month. Let's say your average gross profit on that $3,000 per month is 70%. Let's say your average customer stays for 6 months. What that would mean is that your churn is 16.67% and your lifetime gross profit per customer is $12,600. And if you were doing 30 pieces of free work per month, what that would mean is your total monthly delivery cost in terms of your time would be $3,000. So it's just hours, right? You get 11 calls, you close 2 people, your cost per call will be $286, your cost to acquire a customer will be $1,429, and you have an 8.82x return. That's what this means. And over here, if we go to the cash flow modeling, this is how the cash flow would work out week by week, assuming there's a 4-week conversion cycle. Which is true. That's probably exactly what's going to happen. It's good. You're going to give a free piece of work to someone, and if they are going to close, it's not going to occur until 4 weeks later. That is exactly what is going to happen. And that variable right there, that conversion cycle, is exactly why people quit and get 0 results in their business ever, because they're not aware of the existence of conversion cycles. So let's go into this. Week 1, you lose $750. Week 2, lose $750. Week 3, lose $750. And then week 4, you'd make $3,660 profit. This would continue on. The clients renewing would stack on top of each other. And then this is what would happen. Month 1, $1,400. Month 2, $5,800. Then $10K, $14K, $19K, and $23K. This is how everything on the planet works. You see what I mean? If you just stick with something, it does end up working. This does work. Don't ignore it. If you want help with it, you can join Client Ascension. So let's get straight back into this. Next one is high volume automated outreach. This should only be done once you've established product market fit with the audience and know for a fact they purchase it. This is because this costs money, right? So this over here, the Stream 100 with the service-based event, that only costs time. This costs way more money. And it's way more of a pain in the ass, to be completely frank with you. So you get your leads from ListKit, your domains from Porkbun, inboxes and admin panels from Microsoft or Google, and you're sending with SmartLead. Or you can do the ListKit setup offer where we set all this up for you. You'd pay about $500 a month after a setup fee, right? So let me walk through this real quick. This is what this looks like. Let's say you were sending 500 cold emails per day, and you were sending 28 days out of the month. This is what the numbers would all work out to. It would be about 14,000 emails a month. This is how much it would cost. This is what you'd pay per month. And then let's say your response rate is 4%. 30% of these 186 responses would be positive. So that would mean you get 56 positive responses. So let's say you book 20% of those positive responses onto a call. You get 11 calls. Your cost per call would be $44. Let's say your close rate is 25%. That would mean you get 3 closes and your cost to acquire a customer would be $177. We assume the same thing as before. These are your numbers. You charge $3,000 a month at a 70% profit margin. Your average customer stays for 5 months. That would mean your lifetime gross profit is $10,500. Your LTGP to CAC is 59x, which is like crazy. So this is how the cash flow would work out. So again, month 1 negative, month 2 5K, then 12K, 23K, 48K. Like, disclaimer, this is assuming all of these numbers hold constant. And it's also assuming like these numbers would only occur if you have product market fit, right? A lot of people think they have product market fit, but you don't actually. You need to establish product market fit and see what people actually purchase and what they have a propensity to buy via doing the Dream 100 outreach. You see what I mean? Don't waste your money when you don't even know if the thing you're trying to sell is actually purchased by people. You see what I mean? You will waste money. Like, all of this could go to straight zero and you can get 0 clients. Get product market fit first, right? Next video is about offers. Make sure you subscribe so you can see it. All right, let's keep going. Content systems. This is super simple. Like, if you just scroll through my YouTube, just look at the types of videos I post. So there needs to be a delineation, because people say post value, post value, post value. But what does that actually mean? So you need to post conceptually valuable videos, right? You do not sit and take people through a tutorial of how you do what you're doing, right? You don't walk them through like a software tutorial of how to do the shit, right? This is how you create competitors. You create conceptually valuable information. So you explain the concepts of what you're doing and help people visualize it to understand. Let me help you understand better. You tell people what you're doing and why, and what they purchase is how. The problem with people making content is they're teaching people how, and then they make 0 sales and 0 money ever. It's because you're doing this wrong. Like, even if you go through like Alex Hormozy's videos, like Alex Hormozy tells you what and why to do something, never how. You have to purchase the how. You see what I mean? Let me walk through the actual finances of this. Let's say you were posting YouTube videos. Let's say you were posting 2 YouTube videos per month, and each video you post gets 20% better than the last one, and each video you posted in the past gets 20% more views than the last month because you SEO optimized it. See what I mean? This is what I like to do normally. So let's say over the course of 12 months, you'd get 191,000 views. Your opt-in, and this is posting 2 videos a month. Let's say you have an opt-in there for a VSL book a call funnel. So your opt-in rate is 2%. That would mean you get 3,839 leads. Let's say 3% of them book a call. That would mean 115 calls. Let's say you close 20% of them. That would be 23 closes. Your average monthly revenue is $3,000 at a 70% margin. Your average customer stays for 6 months. Your LTGP is $12,600. Right? Now, what that would mean is you will have acquired $290,000 of LTGP. Your max MRR will reach $34,000 a month just by posting 2 YouTube videos per month. Assuming these numbers hold constant. This is about what I'd see, but this is pretty reasonable. If you're actually good at making videos and make a concerted effort to progressively get better and better and are actually consistent with it, then it's not unreasonable that this should occur, right? Now, I think what's important to note here is that if you look at the total of months 1 through 6, that's 12,825. These numbers added together is 12,825. But then if you take the last 6 months, it's 179,000. So it's like literally 90% of the results are in the back 6 months, and like 50% of the results are in the last month. Does that make sense? Because it's just how literally everything on the planet works. You see, there's just a delay. You have to wait for things to work progressively over time. Again, as I said earlier in the video, this is why people fail. Because they stop doing something. They do not do it long enough for the result to even occur in the first place. Do not make this mistake if you want to make money. This is very integral to understand. All right, cool. Let's keep going. So advertising systems. So I spend a profound amount of money in advertising. Right now, it's about $6,000 per day. This is what my funnel looks like. I have direct offer ads. I send it to an opt-in. I get the name, email, and phone number. When they do that, it takes them to a VSL page. They click a button on that VSL page. It takes them to an application. They fill out that application and it routes them based on what they answer. If they're unqualified, I reject them. If they're qualified, I send them to a Calendly, and then they book a call and they become a client. Because I reject unqualified people, our close rate on cold traffic is above 30%. Because I reject unqualified people, right? People who opted in and did not book a call go to an infinite email sequence and have setters calling and texting them to maximize the amount of people who book a call and shoot the cost per call down. This is the funnel. It is not any more complicated than this. You don't need to do this absolutely crazy shit. Over here, this funnel step, this is why. It's very simple. This is the funnel. That's it. There's nothing else to this. It's profoundly simple and straightforward, right? Again, this document is in the description. So if you want to see it and open it, you can go in the description and get it. So always direct offer VSL book call funnel. Don't screw with any of these free lead magnet nonsense or like newsletter funnels where you skirt around the idea that you're trying to sell an offer. These do not work. So your cost per call is just gonna be way too high. So let me help you visualize this real quick. This is $4,174 on a free course email lead magnet thing. Okay, so this booked 1 call and it made a single $28 sale. So it was a $4,147 cost per call and a 0.01x ROAS. This is the shittiest funnel of all time. Never run this funnel. It's fucking horrible. It doesn't make any money. Let's compare this to the direct offer VSL book a call funnel. This funnel, right? This is the stats from this funnel. So this is just one ad set that I had. This was 460 calls booked at $166 each. It did $301,302 in revenue at $224,771 of profit at a 3.94x ROAS. I don't know in what situation where anybody on the planet thinks this is better than this. It is profoundly fucking stupid to ever send ad money to a free lead magnet campaign. It's just the stupidest thing ever. Don't do that. Just direct offer, book a call, VSL funnel. Just do that. Do not screw with this stupid shit. Like, it's just complete nonsense. Don't do it. All right, cool. Resources. The link to this document is in the description. I made a case study. We did $432K on ads, and we turned it into $2.36 million, a whole case study in that. The link is right here on this document and in the description. It's Olympia. Also talks about our offer for businesses above $30K a month, where we teach you how to reach multiple six figures per month with ads, sales team, and a fulfillment team. And then we have Client Ascension. This is the fastest way to get an agency or B2B business to $30K a month. So this offer is for people below $30K a month, right? That's Client Ascension. It's the best place for you to one-on-one help to build all these systems out I was talking about if you make less than $30K a month. This is for ads. This is for cold outreach and content, right? Best way to get to $30K a month. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, that's right here. You can click this link in the description and in the document. And that's it for today. Subscribe. I love you. Peace.